All right, so I think this might be my favorite pair of Air Jordan 1s to release this year. It's actually some images that we saw a while ago on these, and finally I was able to get a pair of these. I got these from an overseas site, I guess SJS or something like that, and it was $210 shipped. Unfortunately, it cost a little bit more for shipping, but it was one that I knew that I had to have. So this is it, and it does say Women's Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. Black Legend Mid Brown White, or MD White. Anyways, this is the Latte colorway of the Air Jordan 1. I love the custom box too, something we haven't seen before. Obviously the Latte inspired with the Latte color with the Nike. And then it does come with a coaster that says See You Latte with the Jumpman on the back. I like that it comes with a little coaster here. Pretty awesome. Then you have Latte paper on the inside. But the shoes is the star of the show here. So excellent packaging. Love the additional coaster. But the shoes are definitely the star, and I absolutely love this colorway. Obviously, it's kind of very similar to the Mocha joints that we saw from the years past. And side-by-side comparison, they do look very, very similar to the Mochas. The major difference between these two is the outsoles of the Mochas are black versus this one actually has a Latte color, which I personally prefer this one. It actually makes more sense to have the Mochas have a brown sole than the black one. So interesting point there. The tongue logos are a little bit different as well. They're inverted in color, so black and white and black. And the actual color overall is a little bit different too. You have white leather on the Lattes versus kind of a cream leather on the Mochas. I actually prefer the cream leather on the Mochas. I wish they would have done that on this Latte pair. The insoles are actually custom as well. It has 23 on the bottom of one and Nike Air on the bottom of the other one. And the other major difference is the liner on both of them. So the liner is kind of more of a satin liner on the Lattes versus the kind of standard Air Jordan 1 liner on the Mochas. Both of these shoes, I think, are done really, really well. You do have an extra set of laces on the Lattes, and leave a comment in the comment section. Which color do you guys like better? Do you guys like the white laces or do you guys like the black laces on this one? Personally, I actually kind of like the white laces better than the black ones. It just adds a little bit more to it. But my daughter, she said the black laces are the better ones. So you guys, again, be the judge. Let me know which one you guys like better. I laced them up with one of each just so you guys can visually see how they looked. And really just for myself as well, it's nice to be able to have that visual. Let's go ahead and get into some words what Jordan Brand says about these shoes, and then let's get into some more details. So this is a women's Air Jordan 1 Latte, $180, and they only go up to a size 12 women. So interesting there. What makes the perfect latte? Traditionally speaking, it's 1/3 espresso and 2/3 steamed milk. Different baristas may tell you different things, and some baristas guard their secrets. Luckily for you, we won't. We think the world's best latte is an AJ1 high, smooth leather, in a perfect blend of black and tan hues combined with swirling insole graphics inspired by artisan milk patterns. This is a shoe that warms your soul on a cloudy morning. So, and just so you guys know, they do have down to taller sizes in this colorway. But overall, I think the color blocking is great. I love blacks. I love tans and browns and stuff on sneakers. It's been something that I've been a big fan of. In fact, right now they have a pair of Nike Dunk Lows on Nike's website that looks super clean. They're, I think, 130 at retail or something like that, 125. I'll link them in the description if you guys are actually interested because it's a good colorway. Like 2 years ago, they would have sold out instantly. But right now, they're just sitting in sizes, and I personally am just hoping that they go on sale, and they have them in my size when they do go on sale. Anyways, back to the Lattes. Again, very similar to the Mochas, and I love that I have kind of the variation of both of them. I'm a fan of that. So first thing, the quality of the leather is actually pretty nice. The nubuck panel, whatever this is in the back, is nice and soft. Like it feels nice to the touch. And the black leather actually feels pretty nice as well. Most of the time it has a really heavy PU coat, polyurethane coat that makes it so it's really like plasticky feeling and almost fake. This one does feel a little bit soft and a little bit supple, so I like that. The white leather is always tricky as well, and this one does feel a little bit softer than some of the other ones that we've seen on the market as well. It's not the highest quality leather by any means, especially with the white leather. For some reason, white leather is just always impossible to have like good quality, it feels like. But it's not bad, and it's kind of like the accent, if you will, over the black and the more premium Latte color on the back. The leather around the collar up here does feel soft, but it honestly looks like the most like fake, I guess, almost artificial. And the leather on the swoosh feels okay as well. And to me, I'm kind of torn. Do I like the upper being so white the way that the toe box is and behind the swoosh, or do I wish it was kind of like the Mocha joints and had like that little off-white cream sort of look to it? I'm kind of indecisive on which one I like better. I mean, if you look at the format of what it is, it's a latte inspired pair, and cream is definitely 2/3, as they said, in a latte. So it makes sense you have like a whiter sort of color, which is ironic because this is like cream colored and this is like white, and it's like Latte has cream. Anyway, I find it kind of funny. The laces though are a little bit more eggshelly, I guess, comparison to the white on the shoe, and then the midsole is definitely more of that like traditional cream color on sneakers. So with all three of them kind of combined, the laces, the backdrop of the toe box, and then behind the swoosh and the midsole, it kind of adds a nice little effect of different tones and different variations and shades of whites. And then you do have like that light tan or whatever, the latte color on the back, as well as on the bottom of the shoe. And all in all, it just ties everything together and it looks really good. I think the only part that probably does stand out a little bit is the black. Like honestly, the black could have been brown potentially. Like, can you imagine if this black here was actually the mocha colored brown? I think that would be pretty awesome to actually have seen that instead of the black, because it kind of does stand out if you're going with a strictly themed look. But if you're comparing to the mocha version versus the latte version, obviously it's the play on the same color blocking. And it's a good color blocking. I think that that's one of the things that is pretty difficult with the Air Jordan 1, the fact that you have just a handful of panels, and if you do it one way, it's kind of like the bread theme. If you do it another way, it's like the shattered backboard theme. If you do it another way, you know what I mean? So there's so many different ways that you can do the panels, and if they make the panels just a little bit different, it raises a lot of eyebrows. So it's kind of funny. It's like one of those things where it's a very simple pattern, but it's also something that's held under a microscope as soon as they release the color blocking on a pair. I do like the additional details with the latte on the inside as well as on the box, and I do think that this is one of the best colorways to drop this year. This is one of the ones that I was anticipating and very excited that I was able to get my hands on a pair. Now for sizing, leave a comment in the comment section. What are you going with on this shoe? I got an 11, which is supposed to be a 9.5 men's. It does fit me just a teeny bit big though, even comparison to like a 9.5 of other pairs that I have in men's. This 11 fits me just a little bit bigger than what I anticipated it being, like a 9.5. So maybe it's just me. You guys leave a comment. Mostly, if you guys know your size in Air Jordan 1s, I would say stick to your size. But I feel like I flux. Like sometimes a 9's better and sometimes a 9.5 is better. But anyways, what do you guys think about the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG Latte colorway? This is again a women's one, so men's size 13 stuff out of luck, unfortunately. And I'm curious to see, is this going to be one of those like sellouts or not when they end up releasing next week? I will try to get this video out like close to the release. I've had them for like a couple days before the release, but you know, I've never team early, so I don't really care about posting them early. That being said, if you guys are interested in buying a pair, I'll link them in the description. It will take you over to Nike's website when they do drop, and hopefully you'll be able to grab your pair. I honestly don't know if these are going to sell out. I think that they would sell out because it's just such a nice colorway, and it feels like a nice colorway for ladies as well as for the fellas. So like, I don't really know. With all of the Air Jordan 1 highs that are sitting right now, like the white colorway is really good. The teal colorway or whatever that one's called is really good as well. This one is another one that I think is really good. In fact, out of the three though, this is my favorite one. So I don't know. If it sits, it sits. Happy for those people that actually want to get a pair. If it sells out, I'm not overly surprised because it is a really good colorway. But and the Mocha was a fan favorite as well. But we'll see what happens when they drop. Anyways, have a good rest of the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys for stopping by and watching. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys would like to subscribe, feel free to do so. And again, hopefully we'll see you back for some more content. All right, peace, guys.